Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Review. Still redesigned the man cave here. Check out my new sign over there. Anyway, got a Florida beer tonight, actually from Florida Avenue Brewing Company. Luminescence Double Dry Hop Tropical Hazy IPA. Does not say much about it in the can, just 7% ABV, although it is very fresh. This was canned on June 2nd. Doesn't say much about it in the can, so I'm going to bring up the website here. It actually won a silver at the 2021 U.S. Open Beer Championship. So for hops, they got Sabro and Simcoe and Strata, malts, Pilsner wheat, flaked oat, double dry hopped. All right, so I pull it into the glass. It does look like a glass of tropical fruit juice coming out of the can, I will say that. And into the glass, it's got that typical hazy, the kind of banana skin yellow. Get a 2-3 finger head there, but kind of a slightly off white eggshell foaminess. Let's give it a whiff. Well, yeah, does smell very tropical. Yeah, I think pineapple is probably the biggest one. Little passion fruit, little mango. Just pick any tropical fruit out of a hat, and that's the aroma that you're gonna get on here. All right, so not much else to say. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, pretty tropical tasting. Although there's something about it. It strikes me as being a little watery. It seems like it's missing some. It feels like the body's missing something. I mean, we just saw in there. Said you got flaked oats, Pilsner, and wheat in there, but it still feels a little thin. It doesn't have that fluffy, soft texture like most hazies. Yeah, so I don't know if I would use the word big to describe the hop flavor here. I'd say pretty big. Definitely tropical. Pineapple, I think, is probably the most prominent. Pineapple and maybe like a little guava or passion fruit, something like that. It doesn't taste quite as juicy as it smells. I've had some hazy IPAs that taste so juicy. It's like you're drinking, your breakfast, orange juice or whatever. To me, this kind of strikes me as kind of an old school IPA, although I will say the bitterness on this one is very low. There's like a tiny little touch of some kind of spicy character in there, almost a little coconut. What they should have done is put some actual toasted coconut in here to really go for the that tropical character that they're going for. Hey, look, we got some nice lacing on the glass. I wonder if adding the bottom of the can is gonna do anything. It does have like a tiny little bit of like a creamy texture to it. So it is pretty soft, smooth in the mouth. It just, something about it just strikes me as being, again, it feels a little watery. I think it's like maybe a little undercarbonated. Very smooth though. Do not pick up the alcohol at all. I mean, which is pretty normal for 7% ABV. Actual bitterness is quite low. So like up front, it is the tropical fruit flavors. And like I said, a little bit of like a coconut or some kind of spice. I tend to get spice, like peppercorn or grass on a lot of these hazy IPAs. Although I will say like the intensity of that is much lower here. This would be, I think it's like too strong for like actual real beach beer. Unless like you were doing it, I mean, this would be great with coconut shrimp. Or like really any kind of seafood, like on the beach, something like that, like with the dinner. This is way too strong as like a beach beer. I will say it is refreshing while it's in the mouth, but it's not something you want to bring to the beach and just slug back, then go swimming. This is something you would have for dinner after a nice long day at the beach. Yeah. So as far as the score for the Florida Avenue Luminescence, it's okay. I've had much better hazy IPAs. To me, there just seems something a little off on this. I do appreciate that it's fresh. So I'm going to go, I think 3.25, maybe 3.5 on this. We'll see. As always, follow me on Instagram and Untapped because I do tweak the review by a quarter or even a half star between now and then. That's my official, review. Once it's on Instagram and Untapped, that's what I really thought of it. This is just kind of like a warm-up or whatever. All right, so if you watch all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys for Tuesday night beer school. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.